an agent just asked me a question, Jeremy, what not to do with buyers? How do you pre-qualify them? And I'm going to give you some examples of what you should be doing with buyers and not be doing with buyers. Number one, you have to realize this. Most buyers don't know what they want. As human beings, we don't even know what we want in our personal lives. We don't even know what we want in life. If you really dig down and get deep with a person, what do they want? Most people never sat down and thought about it. What's mine? I want a college education and I want a wedding planned for my daughter within the next 20 years. College education is going to be the next 12 years. I have it all saved, moving forward, through a house and through savings. Every day it motivates me to get up and make sure she has that. I don't fear anything else except not being able to provide that and providing my wife with security. That's it. Same thing in this world and buyers. They don't know what they want. Most people can't get into detail. I just got into detail of what they want in life. Buyers are the same way. What does a buyer want? Here's what they say. I want a 4-bedroom house. I want to live in XYZ area and I would like to live there, when I can get there. Now, if you're lucky and they say have to be there in the next 60 days, there's a job reload, that's a different one. I'm just saying your average buyer. So here's the first question I ask them. You should have a script. We provide a script of pre-qualifying questions that you should have with you at all times in a bag. So when they ask you the questions, they call you up on the phone, you can ask all the questions and get down to their root, their motivation, and what they're looking for. So here's a couple questions I'd be asking on that script. So Bob, you just called me, you're looking to buy a 4-bedroom house with 2 baths and you're looking to spend 300 grand. Yes, that's what I'm looking for, Jeremy. Okay, great. So number one, Bob, has anybody sat down with you for free and helped you understand your upfront costs, your monthly costs, and your closing costs? He's probably going to say, maybe, I'm not sure. He's not going to understand. I'm basically just asking for a pre-approval. The other way I could ask it is, hey Bob, you pre-approved? Yeah, I'm pre-approved. They're always going to say that. Ask it differently. Has anybody sat down with you and given you your upfront costs, your monthly costs, and your closing costs? Now you just found out if this guy's lying to you or telling you the truth that they're pre-approved. Once you find that out, then you move to the second bucket. And the second bucket is, so Bob, you want to move to XYZ area. Why do you want to move there? Well, I'd like to move there, Jeremy, because I need a better school district for my daughter. Great. And what school district are you looking for? I'm looking for the XYZ. Okay. So let me ask you a question, Bob. If it didn't have 4 bedrooms and had 3 bedrooms, could you do it? Nah, Jer, I got to have 4 because I actually have 2 daughters and I have an office and then 1 for my wife and myself. Okay, great. So now you got to dig down, you got to go down to the script questions. Boom, 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 boom. But the most important part is this, the motivation. So Bob, let me ask you a question. The situation you're in right now, you said you're in a month-to-month lease, is that correct? Yes. If you had to stay in your current property for the next 6 months, how would that impact your life? Jeremy, it wouldn't matter at all. At that point, guys and girls, you need to know that the motivation is low because this guy can stay there long. It's okay, still help him, but you have to understand that his motivation is not as high as someone else. So Bob, if I was able to find you a property tonight and you're willing to write a check for it, could you move in the next 30, 60 days? I don't know. I'd have to really talk to the wife about it because she really wants to stay in this month-to-month lease for the next 4 to 5 months. The key is you want to just dig and dig and dig deep on the motivation, okay? That's the second tip I'm going to give you. The third tip is this. When you're showing houses, this is the most important part. Most people get out there, here's the house, here's the house, here's the house. At the end, do you want to buy it? Yes or no? They're going to say no. Great, meeting's over. Here's how I do the meeting. So Bob, we selected the 3 best properties that you sent me. You sent me 6, but we weeded out 3 because you drove by them or they didn't have the amenities that you asked for. And remember, when we met the first time or we talked over the phone the first time, you said you had to have these 4 or 5 things in the property. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. When you walk into the property, show the house. You're going to tell them this. I'm going to take some notes, Bob. 3 things you like, 3 things you don't like. I'm going to ask you in every house, 3 things you like, 3 things you don't. I'm going to help us figure out what's the best house for you. Great, Jeremy, I appreciate that. Boom, we go through the house, 3 things, 3 things. You show 3 houses at the end. What you're going to find with most buyers is what they originally went into is originally what they don't come out for. Just like relationships and growing up over our life. We go in as one thing, we come out as another. I went to pharmacy school, I'm definitely not a pharmacist. If you look at people's life, it typically crosses and change. Our job as a real estate agent is not to show them a house. Our job is to help them understand what they're looking for and what will help them benefit them in their life. If you'd like some more free real estate training like that, go to the Jeremy Bowers on the internet, to YouTube or 300%, and you can see what we're doing differently. Or B, if you want a 30-minute free coaching call, I'll help you with that. I don't care where you work. And lastly, if you want to talk about coming over and see what we have to offer, we can do that. Here's what I give you a tip on. Don't come over, come for a test drive. If you're happy where you're at, great. Let me give you some free information to help you where you're at. And what you're going to find is you're most likely going to give me a referral because your current manager is probably selling real estate or does not have the time or doesn't have the experience. The only way I make money is if you make money. And if you like that true partnership and you like that model, then give me a call. Call me on my cell, 215-370-9107. Make it a great day.